John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. A story of pain is just a story, but when you go through the same, you'll know the story behind the story. I know it's been a while. I've been quiet. I needed time off, work on my life more. Or maybe I was afraid of whether or not I still got the lines. Probably I was holding back because I didn't want to come back only for people to see my flaws. But I overcame those thoughts. I learned that people will always have an opinion, whether you do good or bad. So now it's time for the third album. I've really taken my time on this one. From Umoja with Love, they told me not to name my previous album that because people wouldn't take me serious. I have no problem with people knowing where I've been through. That's why this time I'm going deeper. I'ma tell you what I've been through. Being a Christian isn't easy, but it's worth it. The Bible is full of promises, but it doesn't tell you the process. God says he'll give you an expected end, but it doesn't tell you what will happen before then. The problem is when we're in the process, we forget the promises, focus on the present. Looking back at my life, I realized that at the end of every hard time, everything turned out fine. I won't lie, it hurt seeing mom and dad part, staying in the house while others learned because there was no school fees, being laughed at because of my grades, standing ease. I remember walking on my knees, Bungoma 2019, the finals of the National Drama and Film Festival, competing for the title of Best Spoken Word in the country. I had given everything and they awarded me nothing. They didn't even appreciate my outfit. And 2 weeks later, my teacher, who was my trainer, was murdered. Failure followed by funeral. But before she was killed, I told her with tears in my eyes the title of my next piece. Nothing was going to stop me. That's why I'm still writing, keeping my promise. In pursuit of happiness, I've faced rejections, heartbreaks. The list is endless, but I'm grateful because in everything Jesus has been present. The pain wasn't punishment. It was a lesson learned through experience. Last time we were in Umoja, a lot has happened since then, and now God filled my wardrobe, gave me more clothes than I could wear, granted me the privilege to perform where I go to church, something I had long desired. There have also been some sad stuff, the demise of friends and a family member. I've also made blunders. Last time I was crying because I wanted to talk to someone. God answered, gave me people who had my back, most of whom I let down. I got them and forgot how it was being solo, turning on your phone with no one to chat. But now I remember because I've lost most of them one by one. I had many friends, now I just have many memories of them. I sit and laugh alone, remembering the good times. It was fun, but because of who I am, they're now gone. But it's for the best. I made people who made me smile cry. Nowadays they're happy and I'm glad. I watch from afar because I have restraining orders. It hurts, but they deserve the happiness after the mess I brought on them. Lesson learned, I'm better off away from people. This album pulls off the cover, showcases the real me, not light, not the wordsmith, the person behind both those faces, the one you never see. Some claim they know me, but barely. If they do, they've just gotten a glimpse, because if they actually did, they would deny knowing me. Don't worry, I'm just joking. Hopefully. This work was never about me looking good. It wasn't made for just entertainment. I wanted people to fit in my shoes, get a feel of how it is being me, relive some of my best memories, learn from the events I wish weren't in my memory. I thought that tough times signified a bad life until I realized that life is a coin. No matter what it's made of, gold or bronze, big or small, it always has two sides. That's what makes it a coin. That's what makes it life. I feel as if I haven't been living. I've simply been acting, putting on a show, hoping to get applause, but I've been clapped for as much as I've been mocked. I've experienced it all. I don't know when my time will run out, when I'll be gone and remain a story in people's mouths, maybe a decoration on some walls, but at the end of it all, I want people to remember the real me, no matter how ugly, not who I pretended to be. For those who've been hungry for more, don't worry, this album is a full meal. 3-course. I'll whet your appetite with a starter, the story of my start, how I grew up. We'll then move to the main meal, me as a teen, transitioning from boy to man. And of course we can't forget dessert, the story of the young man as he is right now. This one is for those who relate, those who are going through the same, those with similar ingredients, those built by pain, those who have lost the ones they love, those who've made blunders, those who sit and cry at night wishing the clock could turn back so they could get a chance to correct them, those who've been given several last chances but screwed up till people gave up, those who've gone from grace to grass, those who are public successes but private failures, those who lost everything they worked hard to set up, those who feel like ending it all. Please don't. We are many. I wrote this for us with all of my heart. My intro is finished. Bon appetit.